What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to a brand new segment for your post-match enjoyment here on Anfield Agenda. This one we are going to call Squad Battle. What it is basically I've picked out 5 key areas of the pitch that I'm going to battle the two players against each other. Liverpool player versus Newcastle player. 5 key areas today we're going to be looking at are goalkeeper, right back, central midfield, striker, and right winger. And we're going to ask you guys to let me know if you agree or disagree. And then at the end, just to be fair, what we're going to do is come up with a combined 11 from both sets of players who we think played the best. And it's over to you then to let me know if you agree or disagree with it. So the first squad battle we're going to have, and the very first one ever here on the channel, is going to be between Alisson Becker and Nick Pope. Who do we think had the better game? Now look, I'm obviously going to be inherently biased as I do these because I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm going to try my best to give a subjective analysis of each person's performance. So in this one for me, Alisson Becker versus Nick Pope, it's a very easy answer. The winner of this squad battle is going to be Alisson Becker. Not because I don't rate Nick Pope, but because our team were the ones that faced 23 shots, 8 on target. And I think Alisson's wonder save at the end of the first half was what gave us the foundation to be able to keep belief from getting something from the game. I thought maybe we pinch a draw. Little did I know that Alisson's save could be the foundation for us to go and get a victory. So with that in mind, first squad battle, I'm going to say Alisson Becker wins out over Nick Pope. Over to you to let me know if you agree or disagree. Right, next one is going to be right backs. Trent Alexander-Arnold up against Kieran Trippier. And I don't think I need to be biased to tell you who wins this one. It ain't going to be Trent because he had a horrendous game today. I'm guilty of hugely underappreciating how good Kieran Trippier is. When he came into Newcastle, I thought that it was just a retirement home basically. I thought he was coming in to get a paycheck. I've been very, very wrong. He is so solid. Both of these gentlemen, Trent and Trippier, have amazing set pieces. But today, if I'm being honest about it, one right back was head and shoulders above the other. So I think today we're going to have to say that Kieran Trippier wins the right back squad battle ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I will never understand how he stayed on that pitch to the end of the game today. I just don't. I don't get it. Maybe you can fill me in. Maybe you think I'm being too harsh on Trent. But remember, this is our vice captain. This guy in the first half alone forgot to trap a ball that allowed Newcastle to score, gave away 5 or 6 passes, picked up a stupid yellow, was fortunate not to be sent off, and will be having nightmares about Anthony Gordon for a little while. So I think it's fairly straightforward. Kieran Trippier wins the squad battle. It's going to be a bit more difficult for the next one though, because we're going to have Dominik Szoboszlai up against Sandro Tonali. Now this one might divide opinion. I think Sandro Tonali is an excellent footballer. Right back from when he was playing in Serie B, I remember this kid being hyped up and spoken about. And he's come into the Premier League and he settled in really well. That being said, one of us went down to 10 men today. And Szoboszlai still continued to run the show. Still showed up all over the pitch. Still showed tremendous work rate. And as harsh as this might sound on Sandro Tonali, who I really, really, really do rate, I'm going to say that Szoboszlai wins this squad battle. So for me, merely probably the decision maker was that we went down to 10 and we still found a way to win the game. So Sandro Tonali's a great player, but maybe I am biased. I'm going for our boy, Dominik Szoboszlai, in this one. Do you agree or disagree? I think a few Newcastle fans may disagree, and that's okay. That's what this segment's all about. For me, though, I'm backing our boy. Dominik Szoboszlai wins the third squad battle. Now we move into a bit of a tasty one. I'm going for the centre forwards. And no, I'm not going for ISAK against Cody Gakpo. I'm going for ISAK against the super sub, the man, the behemoth, the legend, the gorgeous Uruguayan Darwin Núñez. And quite simply, there can be only one winner. There can only be one, as Highlander said. Darwin Núñez came on and ripped up the script. We thought we were going to see Newcastle amble their way to a 1-0 victory, but Darwin didn't buy into it. He came on and he did what we all hoped he'd do. Become a pest, run the hard yards, put pressure on the defenders. And yeah, a bit of a ricochet, lucky ricochet off Sven Botman, fell to him for the first goal. But my God, did he bury it. And look, I think he was just better in the short cameo he had on the pitch than ISAK was all day for Newcastle. And that's not really an indictment of Alexander ISAK, more just a praise to Darwin Núñez for hopefully the performance that launches his career at our club. I do love Alexander Isak. I think he's a wonderful player, but there's only one centre forward that's going to be making the headlines today, and that is Darwin Núñez. So once again, my friends, it is over to you. Let me know, do you agree or disagree? Maybe you think Alexander Isak deserves a bit more credit from me, but again, Darwin scored 2 in 12 or so minutes. So for me, Darwin Núñez wins that squad battle. Now we move into a really difficult one, in all honesty. Mohamed Salah up against Miguel Almiron. And both of these gentlemen had very good games for different reasons. Salah wasn't really at his best with regards to his goal scoring attributes, but worked relentlessly hard, tirelessly. Almiron, though, was a threat right through. Sometimes with Almiron and Gordon, if I'm being honest, like if you're a Newcastle fan, you may agree, the finishing can be a little bit of a letdown from both of them. But Miguel Almiron is a very, very good player. And honestly, I went back and forth with this one because there were times in that game where both Newcastle's wingers were giving us nightmares. But again, it comes down to end product, and it's all very well and good doing these things, having this pace, these step overs, going past the man. But if you're not able to back it up with goals and assists, you're not going to win a squad battle. Sorry. So for me, again, I'm going to go with the Liverpool player. And I'm going to say with the week that was in it, the distractions that Mohamed Salah has, the pressure that was on his shoulders, the fact we went down to 10 men, I thought he was brilliant. Really good defensively helping out. And as I said, popped up all over the pitch. I do like Almiron. I do rate him. But this squad battle is going to Mohamed Salah, and I won't be hearing otherwise, my friends. So look, now, as promised, what we're going to do is go through a combined 11. I've ran through the team from goalkeeper, fullback, centre-backs, all the way through. And this is the Anfield Agenda, Newcastle-Liverpool squad battle combined 11. Again, it is over to you to let me know if you agree or disagree. But this is what we've gone with. In goal, of course, it's going to be Alisson Becker, hero of a man, handsome man. Nick Pope, fine goalkeeper, but Alisson Becker wins this one. At right back, we're going to stick with Kieran Trippier. He was head and shoulders above Trent, in my opinion, today. So Trippier is the right back. Moving into the centre-back pairings, what we've gone for is one from each team. We're going to go for Joe Gomez for Liverpool. Thought Joe did really well when he came on. Well, he's going to play against... I was going to say he'll probably start against Villa. He's going to play against Villa now because Virgil is suspended. So I'm going to go with Joe Gomez as one centre-back. And the other one we're going to go with Botman. I like Sven Botman. Very fine defender. A little bit unfortunate for the ricochet off his back for Darwin's goal, but we're not going to hold it against him. So our centre-back pairings are going to be Joe Gomez and Sven Botman. Left back, it was Andy Robertson up against Dan Burn. And honestly, I thought Robbo was brilliant today. So I've gone for Andy Robertson. Again, nothing against Dan Burn, but I'm trying to be fair and balanced about this. And I think Andy Robertson was the better choice. So in this squad battle, Andy Robertson gets into the combined 11. Now we move into midfield, and I won't lie to you, I was struggling here from a Liverpool perspective. I have got one Liverpool player in there, and that is Dominic Szoboszlai. I just think he's brilliant, and I think Newcastle fans will probably agree. You know a good player when you see one. So Dominic Szoboszlai is the first of the midfield players, but after that, well, it's all Newcastle. So I've gone for Sandro Tonali as the second of the midfield three, and the third one, Bruno Guimaraes. If we're looking at holding midfielders today, I think Bruno had a better game than Endo. Yes, Endo was unfortunate and ended up getting substituted, but to be balanced and fair about this, I do think a midfield of Szoboszlai, Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes is probably fair. And now we move into the attacking trio. And again, I've tried to be fair about this. Starting off with the left winger position, really straightforward. Diaz was taken off and sacrificed, obviously, when Virg was sent off. But Anthony Gordon had a really, really good game. As well as his goal, he gave Trent nightmares. Skinned them time after time, and is finally starting to show the talent that Newcastle fans believed they had when they signed him. So left winger is undoubtedly Gordon in this one. Centre forward, well, look, we've already had this conversation, haven't we? It's going to be Darwin Núñez, because you don't come on, score 2 goals and get man of the match and not get into a squad battle combined 11. That would be just madness. And the last position, right winger, it was a difficult one. As I said earlier on, Miguel Almiron, I thought, had a good game, but he was a bit wasteful. So once again, as I had done earlier on, I'm going to side with Mohamed Salah and say that Mohamed Salah wins the squad battle for the right side. So just to run through the combined 11, it is Alisson Becker, Kieran Trippier, Joe Gomez, Sven Botman, Dominic Szoboszlai, Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah. That is your first ever Anfield Agenda squad battle for Liverpool versus Newcastle. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section. And as I said, this is something we're going to be bringing for you guys for all the big games this season on our post-match content. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts, suggestions in the comment section. Drop a like on the video and I'll catch up with you soon. Much love. Oh, and by the way, 2-1. Woo!